Ladies and gentlemen, starting this edition with that big Republic news break, a tripartite deal between the centre and the pro-talk faction of the ULFA, in all likelihood, would be inked on the 29th of December. Remember, almost an 11-year talk, negotiations that were going on with the pro-talk faction of ULFA, finally seeing some fruition with the centre now being able to come up with a comprehensive deal with the pro-talk faction of the ULFA. In fact, the top leadership of the ULFA is currently in the national capital, is what we are picking up. Just about last week, Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, did have an extensive meeting starting with the National Investigation Agency's Director General, along with him the IB Director and several others who have been involved in these talks that have taken place. Remember, at the helm of affairs also the Assam DGP looking into this entire matter, because remember there have been several demands that have also been put forth by the pro-talk faction, but essentially it turns out that all such concerns have been ironed out. So what does it really mean in the coming few days when this particular peace deal is inked? First, for the insurgency hit the state. Remember, this has been a decades-old insurgency problem, but that the state of Assam has been witnessing. Finally, this comes to an end with the peace deal that's going to be signed on the 29th of December, which largely also looks into a couple of things, starting with the fact that you're looking at the indigenous community of Assam, looking at also the citizenship issue that has been talked about. We're being told that a 12-point charter has been put out by the pro-talk faction, looking into some of the demands that they have made. But remember, on the other hand, the anti-talk faction that has been led by Paresh Barua, who's been hiding in Myanmar for several years put together and has largely been responsible for the kind of recruitment that has been carried out in several parts of the state of Assam. He seems to be the complete loser in this entire talk that has essentially taken place. The Chief Minister has played a pivotal role in bringing this together, keeping in mind that, remember, the pro-talk faction has essentially been looking at what would be the rehabilitation of those who have been part of this cadre. It's an umbrella organization that you're really looking at splinter groups also being part of these talks that have essentially taken place. So it's important to point out here is that it's a win-win situation for the state of Assam too, because you're largely also addressing the concerns that the indigenous community of Assam had. What really happens with regards to the land rights? These are also issues that are going to feature in that comprehensive plan that has been chalked out. For more on this, I'm also joined by my colleague Anirudh, who's joining us from Guwahati right now. Anirudh, this is undoubtedly a big deal for the state of Assam. Not only a win for the political class, but the fact of the matter is this: for years put together, starting from the year 2011, where the negotiations were actually taking place, there have been many a times that has hit the stumbling block. For the benefit of our viewers, tell us why exactly does it become so very important? What is it that we're going to see very different on the 29th of December as part of this deal that is being negotiated?
Yes, Aman, definitely this is a 4-decade-long wait that has finally come to an end, and it will come to an end with the signing of the peace accord on the December 29th between the ULFA, the government of Assam, and the government of India. So this is going to be a major change for the course of action as far as the state of Assam is concerned, because we have witnessed violence since 1979, and with the peace process finally starting in the year 2011, there have been a lot of talks that finally this will pave way for peace in not only in Assam, but also in the entire northeastern region, because it will also facilitate the signing of a accord and or joining of the mainstream of many other groups in the region which have an influence of the ULFA. However, it is also being seen as a major blow to the elusive ULFA independent chief Paresh Barua, who is leading the anti-talk faction. And as Arnav has also pointed out a short while back, that the ULFA anti-talk faction in fact is a small group now. It is only just like a splinter group which has been trying very hard in fact to prove their presence in the state. But yes, more than around 1,000 cadres of the ULFA had already abandoned the organization way back in 2008, 9 and 10 when the peace process witnessed a takeoff, and with more than 1,000 of cadres in the pro-talk faction, this is actually a win-win situation for the government of Assam. And we are also, as we have already been telling our viewers, that already the top leadership of the ULFA had been in Delhi for the last couple of days. They have been holding talks, several rounds of talks, in fact, with the top officials of the MSA, the IB, as well as other agencies involved in this process. And the people of Assam are hopeful that this will pave way for a new era in the history of Assam. Sawan.